to Dimitri, his counterpart. We won't see much emotion behind those sunglasses. But here we go. The first ever Rothmans Cup Final. Lots of money to play for, even more pride at stake between two teams that have always produced thrilling football whenever they've met. The crowd are telling you who's in the majority here this afternoon. Early touches for Chiefs players, greeted with a mighty roar. They occupy three of the four sides of the stadium. Any team apart from Pirates who plays Chiefs knows they've got to expect that. Early moments of this game crucial. Doctor Khumalo. Deep move to get away from Feutmba. The run made there, it was just a little too quick there by Muchichwa. Certainly everyone watching this game will want to see attacking football. A match worthy of a cup final. Lots of pressure on players though. You don't always see the most flowing stuff in a deciding match. Players can be forgiven if the tension gets to them, but Chiefs playing with a loose-limbed stride at the moment. Don't seem nervous at all. Khumalo being tagged there by Page Mhlanga. What will we see in football next? Khumalo. The BC's made a good run. Drops it off instead for Mudau. Still silverware Mudau. Full weight in the area. The cross is wayward. And we didn't see much attack
that we saw. I think is going to do that. We see that Thabang is also playing a little bit deep on the side of Chiefs, and it's on the same side that Sizwe normally runs through. So I think they're going to help one another, Sizwe and Thabang Debesi.
Fascinating tactical battle. Two coaches who learnt their trade in Europe. Ted Dimitri, the Romanian, Paul Dolezar, born in Yugoslavia, learned much of his football in France. So we've got a real World Cup on our pitch this afternoon. Players from different parts of Africa. Very much a South African club football occasion. Masilela. Masika keeps it in and does well, does he? Linesman's flag is up. First touch for Mark Williams. Mudau. Sundowns just lying back. Too much harrying of the Chiefs defenders by the Sundowns front runners. Williams, oh, that's a good ball for Batchelor. Nicely dropped off for Khumalo. Muchichwa's made a run to the left. It's not quite the pass he wanted.
The last touch deserted them there, and the idea was very good, but I think Muchichwa was a little backwards.
So, if this was a boxing match, we'd say first round to Chiefs. Early days yet though in the Rothmans Cup. Masilela climbs. Well, that's exquisite control from Doctor Khumalo, I was about to say.
Second that we've seen from Doctor Khumalo when they played against Pirates, he did the same touch.
It's a habit he'll want to get out of before going to the World Cup. But international referees don't have quite the same sense of humour as we do. Players using their hands anywhere near the penalty area in the goal, particularly frowned upon. Blame Diego Maradona for that, I think. Henry McCobb wasn't in the original lineup we were given. We thought Dan Masilela would be blocking up the centre of defence, but it's the Zimbabwean who gets the nod. Ramasike. Joyce Blue Mafalefo. That was Page Mhlanga, the blue head. Forward from Nguni. Chuku looks to turn. This is where Mudau's all the way over on the other side of the pitch patrolling him. Chuku gets in the cross. Kalakalani unable to keep it in. Club and country, so Mammoth's tasks are his line of work. Mafalefo just getting in ahead of Williams there. Mafalefo's clearance is a wild hoof, really. Khumalo. Mooki looking to find Batchelor, gets it back. Mooki again. Deflection produces the first corner of the match. flag up there? I felt certain that was a corner. Mooki again. McCopp. Sundowns yet to find any kind of rhythm, any kind of continuity in their play. They're a team who like to pass the ball. Chiefs have settled the quicker in this big final, no question about that.
Sundowns on their play and are controlling play.
What I find interesting, Ike, is looking at the lineups. One felt, we'll talk about this point in a minute. Let's just watch Milwaukee here. Just behind Khumalo, not strong enough for Bachelor. Toby. We're visiting to opposition territory and a great ball forward for Lebisi. Now where's his support? Well, the support academic there, but his playing ability one might expect. Lebisi. It's well cut out by Daniel Mudau, who's foraging a long way from where he'd like to be playing. Williams. BC picked him out well. Milwaukee's made the run. It's looking for Machichwa. That's a good ball. Khumalo. Muchichwa. Possibilities here. McCopp made the stretch. Ramasike added the touch. Mudau helps it on and Sundowns come with it. Chukwu turns his man, does he? Oh, he's away, the Nigerian. Toby covers. Still Chukwu looking for Mudau. The cross is weak. Baloy scoops up gratefully. Early evidence there of the power and pace of Raphael Chukwu. Milwaukee. Doctor Khumalo. Involved in virtually everything Chiefs are doing. Bachelor. First time he's been picked out with an accurate pass. Lebisi drives from distance.
I think possibly the instruction from Paul Dolezar has been fire on all cylinders and try and get an early goal. The way that Chiefs are determined and forging forward, I think.
Roger Feutmba. Sundowns working it down the right. Men wait in the middle. That's a good cross. Which required some astute defending at the expense of a corner. Brian Baloy. Matching Sundowns hairstyle for hairstyle. That's a great header. Mafalejo. The man with a blue head produces a brilliant save from the man with...
I think he was thinking, should I go out and collect that ball? And then he stepped back a bit and managed to put a hand to that ball. It was a great header and a great effort by Sundowns.
Kalani. Masilela. Looking for Ramasike. Good defending by Lebisi and Toby in combination. It's really worth noting how Neil Toby just hesitates and waits for Mark Williams to make his run. No panic in his distribution. Another good long ball from the 35-year-old. Kalani. Looking for Chukwu. That was a sweet little dummy. Daniel Mudau on a different wavelength. Aflangu, Bachelor hounding him. Mafalejo back in his defensive role, having provided the first real threat to Chiefs' goal of the match. Feutmba. Ramasike, possibilities to left and right. Still Ramasike goes alone. Toby, the man shepherding him. Baloy, the man who makes the save. A shake of the head there from Eric Ramasike. He's only ever scored one goal for Sundowns. Now Chiefs. Thabang Lebisi. Walking to his right. Just getting on top of each other a little bit. Really defends with ease. Ramasike. Mudau just kept at bay there by Ifat Kosha. Who'd be a coach? Send the players out, and after that, you've got to watch a free kick for Sundowns. What a career Toby has had. As we watch Sundowns come through, Mudau firing into the side netting. from a promising position. I'm noticing, Ike, when Sundowns get into promising position, they really are outnumbered. The midfielders don't seem to be offering Chuku and Mudau the kind of support that Batchelor and Williams are getting from the Chiefs midfield on the other side of the pitch.
I'm sure it's just to be cautious that they are not caught when on the counter-attack by Chiefs, given that Chiefs, as you say, they play more like a unit. They all move forward when they are on the attack, and once the attack is reversed, then they all fall back. I think Sundowns are still trying to find their footing, trying to get more confident on the pitch, and once probably that strategy will change.
Yet another classy touch from Henry McCobb, looks very comfortable on the ball. Mashlangu. Good play by the veteran. Makala Kalani skips away from Toby. Two men wait in the penalty area. That's an instant is coming. Sonejo gets up again. Was that a second? Really branding their loyalty to their team where everyone can see it. I'm sure they'll live with the outcome no matter what. Macholejo. Chuku. Battles with Botaong. It's a mistake by the Chiefs man. Not enough Sundowns players forward to capitalise on it. Botaong does well to redeem himself. Holding on, and he just ain't going to let go. Free kicks in from Fumba. Actually gets it away, but skids off his head. Relieved to see it land at the feet of Muchichwa. Mulwani. Khumalo. Trying to pick out Batchelor. Gooni's clearance. Straight back to Khumalo. Macholejo wins it well. Fumba. Once again, you just don't get the sense that Sundowns are able to mount quick counter-attacks. It's just that slight delay in midfield which has been allowing Chiefs to regroup. You really get a sense from Chuku in particular that he'd appreciate a couple of early balls played quickly. He seems to back himself against the man who's marking him. And
he has come out on top on 2 occasions with the ball at his feet. And I think some more supply wouldn't do any harm. He has turned Sizwe once, twice. And I'm sure that Sizwe needs one tackle that will restore his confidence.
Great individual duel. One of a number on the pitch this afternoon. Makala Kalani has the moves. Made him a star in the late 80s. Not quite the pace to get away from his man once he's turned him. Still a player of great influence in the Sunday. Almost 20 minutes gone then. Amazingly, we have a foul throw. The highest level of club football. That will certainly not please the coach. Yamasika. Mudau. It's a great ball to pick out Mashlangu. To his right from Masilela, but he doesn't pick him out. Sundowns not really using the width on the right. Now Masilela gets it, courtesy of the white shirt. Turns inside his man and he'll get a free kick. Mudau turns, Chuku's inside. Still Mudau darting into the area. 3 white shirts covering. I'm repeating myself, Ike, but I really am impressed at the way Chiefs get back in numbers and how well organised their defence seems to be.
I think the pattern that Paul Dolezar has introduced is they clicking together, they play more as a team the past few games that we've seen them.
Walkie. There's Batchelor ahead of him, he's made a great run. Good ball to pick him out, is this the first? Clara keeps it out with the right foot. Williams. Khumalo, lovely little dummy. Dale bats out the save. Sundowns under siege. Chiefs come again. Muchichwa is wide. Milwaukee picks him out. Two Zimbabweans. The Cop and Muchichwa. Zimbabwean in yellow wins out. Looks calm. The man who's been taking a pounding left. Kale keeps it out again. Great save a second time. It was almost Mulwani getting in there to put away that rebound. John Klale called into action twice. First here from Masilela. Again, Chiefs break it up. Again, they counter-attack with speed. Williams is onside. He's away, he's pulled down. Now, what's going to happen there? Was he the last man? Driven high and wide. Paul Dolezar is not impressed with that at all. Good opportunity there for Chiefs.
John Klale has been the saviour of Sundowns in the past 5-10 minutes. And that
looking for men moving ahead of him. Sundowns have been shaken. Haven't cracked yet though from Chiefs' repeated attacks. Makala Kalani. Uproar again as Sundowns get a free kick here. Masilela. Masilela. Stab inside for Fumba. Good tackle by Mulwani. Good ball for Bachelor. Good stopping tackle there from Joas Masilela. Ramasike. Fumba. Haven't seen Fumba as such a big influence in this game as many people predicted.
He's got one of the toughest midfielders on him. Humphrey Mlane has been given the task of cutting him out because they know that his passes could be very crucial. He can spot a man, he's got the brains for football, he can spot a man who is free and he knows what to do once he gets the ball. So I think that's why Humphrey has been given the task of snuffing him out of the game. He has successfully done that.
So another free kick. Brian Beloy waits. Chip Beloy, confident, strong punch. Williams, Khumalo is looking for Mooki there. Klale, safety first. One siege from Chiefs. It's an easy take for him though with that cross from Mulwani. Fumba. Away from his marker for a change. Chukwu. His marker sticking close. Maflangu. Masilela waits wide. Chiefs are doing just enough to frustrate Sundowns' build-up. It's meant a lot of legwork for Bachelor, Williams and Khumalo.
Mitro seems to be happy with what his boys have been doing up to now, containing Chiefs and not conceding a goal, which they came very close to conceding.
Just a quiet word from Trevor Christian. Fumba. Nguni. Swung in by Masilela.
We've seen a lot of those quality crosses coming in, and some of the goals that we have seen, exciting goals, have always been from the flanks, and I think that Sundowns should utilise that more.
Well, when we looked at the lineup, you saw Ramasike and Masilela both in the side. I really expected to see some pace down the flanks from the Brazilians. Hasn't been the case so far. Mudau. Lubisi. Ball goes out. Danny. 1 million rand and the first ever Rothmans Cup still up for grabs. Timbo Nguni. Chukwu looking to touch it on. Auton. Bachelor's clearance. Ramasike. That's sweetly done. Fumba. Once again, good solid blocking by Mulwani on the man he's marking. Masilela. Looking for movement, looking to thread it through, but are proving very, very difficult to break down in midfield. Khumalo. Oh, Bachelor's away. Offside flag goes up. Close call though. Good ball played by Doctor Khumalo. He's certainly the most creative player in either midfield so far this afternoon. Ruani. Khumalo. Ruani. Drilled in low. Falls for Bachelor. Mark Williams. Ruani. Great drive. Skids wide.
Now the Chiefs players and doing those great shots.
2 goals for him so far this season on Ruani. We saw just there that he really does pack a right-footed thump. The BC. Mooki, Khumalo, this is good football.
Not so excellent.
Like a lot of the pre-match prediction had Sundowns having a slight advantage in midfield. It hasn't been that way.
It hasn't happened to be that way because of the way that Chiefs are playing. First man on the ball, they are always on the attack and they retain possession of the ball. And I think that's the one thing that they also spray their passes and execute them very well. And they have also tightly marked 2 of Sundowns' most dangerous players, Rafael Chuku as well as Roger Feutmba.
Well, it's interesting to see that Chiefs are doing those marking jobs without sacrificing anything in attacking power. I think that's because their players are covering kilometers across this FNB pitch. There has been a high work rate effort from Kaizer Chiefs. Sundowns just holding their own, but not in full stride. Chuku, dunked by Motong. No foul, says the referee. Ruani. Forward for Mark Williams from Khumalo. Williams is looking for Khumalo to make a run off him there. Just got a little bit tangled up. Towards Sundowns, you haven't hit top gear. It will perhaps be feeling very pleased that the score sheet is still blank.
They must be very happy with themselves, and they have John Climate to thank for those saves that he did. Chiefs have been running rings around them like they are doing at present.
Mooki dropping it in. It's a wayward pass. Some of those cutbacks haven't quite worked for Chiefs. A number of times they've fallen behind the man running on. Seeing more of the ball. Still seeing plenty of Humphrey Mulwani. Mahlangu. Sundowns still stuttering as they try to get that midfield flow going. Makoleko, now he's got some space to move into. Closing it down fairly quickly though. Ramasike. Mahlangu. Well, Sundowns may have had more of the ball possession. Pretty close call there, but most neutrals will agree that Chiefs have done more with the possession that they've had. Sundowns have had the ball for the last minute it seems, but haven't managed to get over halfway. Coach will say there's nothing wrong with that. Patient football. Just stay in the game when things aren't quite going your way. The Cop. Fumba. Porsche battle. Finally Chiefs have it. Porsche. Looking for Bachelor. Goody was the man patrolling. Ramasike. Poor ball to John Masilela. Chiefs looks to punish. Walkie. Swung in for Bachelor. Oh, nice little knockdown there for Khumalo. Well, that gets around Makoleko. And a superb little knockdown header there from Mark Bachelor. Williams battling for it. Little tangle in the air. No, the referee didn't blow his whistle, did he? In fact, a free kick was given there.
And I think that's why he hesitated a bit as well with the shot, because he had the referee's whistle blowing.
Walkie. Laid in low for Bachelor. Tlale steps in. Makalakalani. Fumba. Mafolejo. Makalakalani trying to work it with Ramasike again. Chiefs players doing plenty of, always a dangerous time. Often the teams concede goals either side of half-time. Ruani. So Masilela cuts that out, starts moving upfield, looking for a pass, but Sundowns attacking players are having to wait a long time for any kind of supply. The patient build-up is the Brazilian style. They're just not getting it into those higher gears yet. Now possibilities. Fumba. Played into space by Ramasike. Chuku. Half a tackle by Mudau. Now the other half. But the referee's whistle blows on Guni. The ball holds firm. Corner off the head of Doctor Khumalo. Men in yellow push forward. Nice little flick on there from Ramasike. Nobody chasing in on the end of that. Despite the ball skidding across the small area. Masilela. Just offside. Ruani. Mudau. Chuku is the man this time who has to track back. Kosha. Something of a scrappy ending to the first half. Does it still have one twist, one surprise? Uchichwa. It's well won by Mguni. The man in his way. So, an assessment of the first half, Ike?
The first half has been Chiefs' first half. They've had a lot of opportunities, didn't make use of those opportunities. And I think all credit to John Tlale, he did very well. There is Sundowns enjoying a little bit of ball possession. It's a very tight with Chiefs.
Swung into the middle for Bachelor. Again, he finds the flick on. Again, Mark Williams was the man he was aiming for with that.
The way that Sundowns are playing, he's got two of his best players marked out of the game, and I think he's going to try and strategize against that.
Dying moments. Well, Henry McCobb thinking, the orchestrator, the man pulling the strings, the man delivering the telling passes. He'll go into the dressing room confident that his teammates can capitalize on that in the second half. So, goalless at half-time in the Rothmans Cup. Nice and crowded. Thanks very much, Martin. Brian Beloy ready to try and keep the same clean sheet that he kept in the first half. Goalless here in the first half of the Rothmans Cup Final here at the F&B Stadium. Trevor Christian, match referee, already in the thick of things. Ike, Sundowns playing below par in the first half. What are they going to do in the second?
One would like to see them attacking more, using their flanks. And hopefully the people who were man-marked, who were marked out of the first half will try and come back into the game. Inspiring play that we're also expecting from Eric Ramasike. as well as Agustin Makalakalani. We haven't seen them inspiring the Sundown side.
Chiefs did well in the first half, but didn't really manage to get on the score sheet. What is it going to be from them? Same as before?
I think the word has been go out again and attack in the first few minutes of the game. Who knows, if you keep the pressure on, possibly you could be rewarded with a goal.
So Chiefs starting where they left off in the first half. Chuku showing his physical strength there, holding off his man. Fumba. Ball forward from H. Maslangu. It's well done by Sizwe Moto stepping in there. These two really are having a heck of a battle. Once again, Sizwe Moto giving away a free kick there. Something with a neck lock around his man. Makalakalani. Masilela. There's no movement ahead of him. Masilela makes the run for Fumba. Good touch from the Cameroonian. Khumalo. Class act of the first half, as his coach, Clive Barker, was saying. His coach in the national team, of course. He has been brilliant so far in this match. Chuku. Bachelor forward from Lubisi. Mwaki. Masike makes the tackle. The man who enjoyed great success in his time at Kaizer Chiefs has his full range of substitutes warming up there. Then Peter Mosimani, Kenny Nima, men who might come in as strikers. Makalakalani. Daniel Mudau. It's a good tackle by Doctor Khumalo, but Fumba wins it well. Now Masilela with space. Chuku is the only man in the penalty area. Has to hit it deep to find him. Once again, you have to ask where the Sundowns midfield support is coming from. It really was a promising break. Sundowns didn't seem to make the most of it.
It definitely was. That cross was a well-taken cross, but as you say, there was nobody in the box to try and intercept that pass and make good use of it. Rafael Chuku was far out, and of course he's got men who are attending to him.
And Beloy will be happy with the marking of the men in front of him so far. Good clearance there by Porsche. Maslangu, Makalakalani working with him. Doctor Khumalo. Mwani. No way through there, and Makalakalani, an excellent ball to pick up Masilela. Still Masilela. Behind Daniel Mudau, who looked like he might have just been offside there.
I think the flank is being used as we see Masilela getting a good supply of balls. But that's not good enough if you're not getting your men into the box once you have the ball playing on the flanks.
Mark Williams. Oh, he's away from two men. Still Mark Williams. Still Williams driven into the side netting. If I recall, that's the side of the pitch and the side of the goal from which Mark Williams scored his second goal in the Cup of Nations final. So perhaps a little vision of what once was. Know what happened on that afternoon against Tunisia. A wayward shot from Williams this time. And that's careless football, presenting Chiefs with the first corner of the second half. Linesman Chilayo, no hesitation in sticking up his flag there. Ball Paul Dolezar. The tie is a little bit looser than when he came out. The suit looks a little bit more rumpled. Some signs of tension on the bench. Now, Doctor Khumalo. Sweet right foot. As I was saying, sweet right foot. Toby. Little dot from Thabo Mooki. Williams was the target. Now he gets it. Rafa trying to shepherd him. Untidy stuff in attack and defence there. Kalakalani, Masilela. Better looking ball. Picks out Mudau. Chukwu's gone wide. Now looking for the dart inside. Once again, he just needed more options from the men in front of him. Chiefs defending well and defending en masse. Bachelor battling with Mutlangu. Yeah, I think Bachelor felt he was the first man fouled there.
But the decision went the other way. And the Chiefs fans are not happy with that one as we look at it. Certainly feels that the free kick should have been given to his side.
Early period of the second half, still goalless. The Rothmans Cup still up for grabs. Kalakalani. Almost caught in position by Feutmba, but bursts away now. It's a good powerful run by the Zimbabweans. Still Muchichwa. Williams tries to drill it in low. Bachelor was the target. There was an offside flag up on the far side, which I didn't notice, and so Williams will burst there, wouldn't have counted. But Mark Williams is a man who will fancy himself this afternoon. 10 goals so far this season, 3 of them in this tournament. Look at it here again. Well, as much as the camera angle tells us, look to me, Mark Williams slightly unlucky there, Ike.
Definitely a little bit unlucky. It's a bit tight to see, and the benefit of the doubt, I think, should be given to the referee.
The ref will be glad to hear that. Everything they do, of course, closely scrutinised in these TV games. Mutlangu. Inside for Mudau. Ramasike is away from his man. Does he have a cross? Well dealt with there by Kosha. Toby, he scuffed that. Feutmba. That's finally hoofed away. In the midst of all this excitement, Alex Bapela has come in for Sundowns. Just need to establish who he's replaced. Great ball to pick out Doctor Khumalo. Little dart by Khumalo. Great effort, good save by Klale. And the second snatch rescues the ball from under the feet of the sliding in Mark Bachelor. A glorious skill there by Doctor Khumalo to create the opening and fire in the shot. Good goalkeeping too from Klale.
He did very well. He turned his man to that shot. But John Klale certainly should be very proud of his performance in the game today. In the first half, he denied Chiefs goals, and once again, that doctor shot was a great shot, but Klale managed to get his hands on it and thereby denied Chiefs a goal.
So, Sundowns, first team to shuffle the pack. Alex Bapela in, I think, for Joel Masilela. We'll confirm that for you once we're absolutely certain. First attempt to break this 0-0 deadlock here in the Rothmans Cup Final. Just about 10 minutes gone. Labisi pulling down the Kalakalani. So Alex Bapela has had a fruitful season so far. 5 goals in the league. won in the Rothmans Cup. Seems to be a Sundowns fashion that you wear the label of your jersey sticking out the top. I noticed Chukwu's got the same way of wearing his kit. Lapela adding some more colour to the pitch as well. The man with the dyed hair that the Sundowns players have come onto the pitch with. Chukwu. Steps in quickly, but Mudau has it now. Chukwu's got away from his man. Still Chukwu. Otong wins it well. Lapela, great footwork. Mahlangu, still Mahlangu drives it in low. That's just wide. Coach Mahlangu, 1 goal already in this tournament. Crucial one against Orlando Pirates. Must have thought that he was going to be the man to open the scoring here this afternoon.
There it is, did very well, turned his man and took that shot, which went a little wide, and I'm sure he'll feel that he was unlucky. And Page, of course, is one of those players who moves forward unnoticed and takes his chances very well.
Veteran footballer Mahlangu, formerly with Woodbank Aces. Like, what do you make of the bringing in of Alex Bakela? What is he going to give to Dimitri that he hasn't had already from Masilela?
It looks like probably trying to play the ball too much to him, and so that he handles the ball very well, and he's got a great football mind, and I'm sure he's going to lay those passes that they need. But the one thing again that you notice is that you don't get a lot of Sundowns men inside the box, even though they might be in possession of the ball. You have Rafael Chukwu struggling by himself, as well as Daniel Mudau, who hasn't been playing very well this afternoon. He hasn't had those chances in this game.
Mudau, of course, is the skipper this afternoon. It'll make it a little harder for Dimitri to pull him off. Lapela, the substitute. They're forced to just hoof it forward. That's cautiously done there by Kumawani. And from Davidson, former Swallows player. Chichwa. Kosha. It's a good ball forward looking for Bachelor. Khumalo. Running well with Mulwani. Now brings Milwaukee into it. With Chichwa. Swerving cross to the back. Williams is the target. Lapela. Signs of improvement in the Sundowns play, but no real rhythm really as they build up from the back there.
I think Alex has been brought in to create that kind of play to try, because Makalakalani hasn't been playing that role, so Alex has been brought in to try and make play from the center of the pitch, and thereby creating chances for his forwards to try and move forward.
So Mabisi always looking for Bachelor. Straight pass though, and Klala has a little bit of time to tidy up. Kalakalani. It's well done by Fumba, away from Toby. Now he's got Mudau in space in the middle. Falls instead for Chukwu. Chance for the Nigerian, scooped over the bar. That was the first time that Sundowns seemed to have any kind of man advantage in the penalty area. Toby had been taken out of the play by Fumba.
As we can see that it's a lovely cross, flew above all the players in the box. And I think if he had touched it the first touch, probably would have been much better. But it was definitely a great cross from Roger Feutmba for Rafael Chukwu.
You see him just losing control of it there before he fired in the shot, but credit to Sizwe Motaung keeping him under pressure. So probably the cleanest chance that Sundowns have created so far. Mark Williams. Battling as ever, always available for the balls played from the back. Not getting too many clean shooting chances so far this afternoon. Half an hour to play. Still wait for the first goal here at the FNB Stadium. Dimitri looking calm. He'll be disappointed with the way his team has played. Sundowns came into this match talking very, very confidently. That's the third foul throw of the game. The referee hasn't seen the linesman's flag. Sundowns battling forward. Nguli. Trevor Christian does see his linesman's flag. Doctor Khumalo. Wuchitwa. Still Wuchitwa. Now, Mark Williams. Filled in by Milwaukee. Frustrated coach. Nothing much he can do now. Although Paul Dolezar still has 3 substitutes he can bring into the game. Korsha wins it. Luani. Khumalo. Luani has 5 or 6 white shirts ahead of him. Williams is one. Mafeleko gets in the way. Puts in a meaty right boot to make that clearance. Lubisi, chased by Mudau. Little tangle there. Chiefs will have the free kick. Dan Mudau's really battled to get into it.
He has battled, and he's the skipper today. Should have led by example, but these things do happen in the game. Sometimes you have your off day. Just a reminder to the viewers that we'll go into extra time if there's no result at the end of the 90 minutes. And at the end of the extra time, the game will be replayed on Wednesday at the FNB Stadium.
So, who knows? Maybe a double treat of Chiefs versus Sundowns. They're not living up to some of the pre-match expectation. Sundowns player, I think, has been a little bit too start for that. They're kicking a little bit into gear here now with Ramasike. Mudau. Once again, Chiefs putting up a white wall. Khumalo. Sundowns still that domination of ball possession. Chichwa knocking it back for Batchelor. Not enough angle on that header to steer it into Mark Williams' path. Mark Batchelor's been winning a good couple of balls in the air, particularly when they play towards that back post. We'll be encouraged by that. Mhlangu. Fumba gets it back to Bapela. Cameroonian. That's a great ball forward for Daniel Mudau. Ufa Korsha just doing the patrolling. Mudau seems to think his path was impeded.
I think
4 goals this season. The 29-year-old Sundowns skipper hasn't really had the sniff of a chance this afternoon. Sorry, Ike, we're going to come in there.
His anticipation wasn't good on that ball. The ball was, it was a great pass, but I think he didn't anticipate that the ball would be coming his way.
Slightly restless atmosphere in the crowd at the moment. Chiefs playing with quite the force that they did in the first half. Sundowns picking their game up a little bit, but not enough to really dominate things. Lots of mistakes from both sides. Here's Bapela. He had Mudau waiting in a really great position. Now, Khumalo. Muchichwa. Bachelor waits. Lebisi waits. Cross under hit. Makgalekgo deals with it, but only partially. In fact, there was a linesman's flag. Makgalekgo. Bachelor soars again. Williams. Nicely dropped off for Khumalo. That's a great ball to pick out Lebisi. Looking for Bachelor inside. Khumalo gets up behind him. The header was tame. Zale quick to try and turn defence into attack for Kalakalani. Opens it up well to bring Makgalekgo into it. Mudau. Nicely touched off for Ramasike, who's playing a lot wider in this half. Still Ramasike. Looking for Bapela, who goes down in the area. No serious consideration really to anything there. Better football by Sundowns though. Bapela showing what can be done if the midfielders actually make those runs into the penalty area in support of the advanced men. Chiefs come back. Williams. Mooki. Still Thabo Mooki. Pella steps in, brings Makgalekgo. A red trip towards the halfway line. Mahlangu. Kalakalani. Great run by Daniel Mudau. Is he round below? He is, but too wide. Still Mudau looking for Chukwu. Otong with a timely clearance. Kalakalani. A burst of speed from him. Just overhit. Even though Chukwu saw to that, the ball had already gone out.
They seem to be very inspired, Sundowns, in the second half. We've seen quality attacks from the Sundowns side. And that must be causing a little bit of concern on the side of Chiefs. Ranbaloi was out of position in that one, and I think Mudau thought, if I turn it in, hopefully I will find a yellow shirt that will just push it into the net, but that was not to be. There's the big Nigerian breathing on the ground. Seems to be injury prone, Rafael Chukwu.
I was just going to ask you, Ike, he's holding that left knee. Is that the one that's given him problems before?
It has been the one that's giving him problems, and one hopes that it's nothing serious now, because that's the last thing that Sundowns need, to have one of their marksmen taken out, and the one who has been, under a lot of attention on the Chiefs side.
So Sundowns down to 10. Have to concentrate a little bit harder on defence here. Muchichwa. Khumalo. Urani lines up the shot. Muchichwa. Still Robson. Muchichwa fires it into the side netting. So Sundowns, of course, do have the option of bringing in Kenny Niemark if needs. They also have Peter Mosimani, Michael Shata also available, and the national team player Isaac Shai. Dimitri will bring Rafael Chukwu off with great reluctance, I can assure you. Hasn't had the sort of dominating match that many people thought he might. Still looked like Sundowns' best bet for a goal. Where Motong, most timely interception just a couple of minutes back to deny Chukwu a bited, the inviting little cross that Daniel Mudau steered his way. Minutes to go. As I mentioned, we have extra time if we're deadlocked after 90. We have a replay if we're deadlocked after the extra half an hour. Khumalo. Chicha does well to keep it in and then doesn't. Well, that can happen to the best of players. words for someone. Suspect most of that annoyance directed at himself. Well,
desperately tried to keep the ball in, and I think he slipped, lost his balance, and that's how he lost the ball. Bench must have not been impressed with that, and I think he was exchanging words with the bench.
Not the best place to do that, under the manager's nose. So a useful match though, Muchichwa. Mhlangu looking for Khumalo. Explodes in little bits, little sparks, but no real sustained period of excellence from either side. Rwani. Look good down that right flank. Levise's pass is a poor one though.
It's interesting to see what has happened. Lifa has been given the task of marking Rogers, while Mlwane, who did an excellent job on Rogers, has been given the task of giving his attentions to Alex Papela.
Some intriguing tactical battles going on. Rwani's also found time to push forward and have a couple of shots. Henry McCobb hasn't come forward a little bit more. He looks to play very comfortable on the ball. Seen some nice passes from him out of defence. Mafaleko. Storming run from the back. Mafaleko is stranded a long way forward. If Chiefs can put a counter-attack together, they may find opportunities further upfield for Chichwa. Bachelor's drifted wide. Chichwa away. Will cross inside for Bachelor. Page Mhlangu takes no prisoners with that clearance. So Chiefs for the corner. Substitutions are being made. Sundowns look to be the side warming up the subs, but in fact Chiefs are bringing off Humphrey Mulwani. Bradley Cornell gets his first taste of the Rothmans Cup Final. So 6 gone, 16 in. Cornell immediately brings some instructions from the coach. Of course, scored a brilliant goal for Wits in the Cup Final here against Chiefs a couple of years back. Can he do something like that today? Clearance all the way back to Neil Tovey. First touch for Cornell. Invited to chase that one. Manasike steps in.
Dimitro must be wondering, what am I going to do to try and get somebody in who can bring the game back to Sundowns.
Yes, I think they got benefits from his first substitute, Alex Papela. Things have tapered off a little bit since then. Great skills there from Nokala Kalani in finding room to clear. McCobb, that's careless. Touched on by Williams. Papela. Fumba. Corsa wins it. Chichwa brought down by Papela. So Chiefs will have a free kick. It's Papela, slightly conservative on the hair dye in front. With Chichwa. Trying to get away from Mafaleko, and he was being held. So there's a good opportunity here for whatever Kaizer Chiefs can do with a free kick. And who was penalised there, Makop or Makoleko. Doesn't really matter to Sundowns now. They've got to get the wall just right. Chiefs have Lebisi, Khumalo, Chichwa, Mudau, all of whom could possibly test John Klala here. Nervous moment for Alex Swane. As ever, doing his best to keep the gold price up. Lebisi, Khumalo, Chichwa. Who's going to strike this? Chiefs players want the wall for the back. Trevor Christian says, let's go. Chichwa. Well, it was poorly delivered to him. He had to strike that at a stretch. Let's see what Chikwani thinks of that. Parnell, nice little touch. Chichwa. Darts inside. Still Chichwa. Looks for Williams. Very well blocked there. Kalakalani, age against youth. The veteran wins a throw-in for his team.
There is that ball to Mark Williams. I think there was a touch from Sundowns player.
Long throw, looking for Fumba, picks him out. Now Mahlangu. Wide for Chukwu. First touch really since he went down injured. Interesting to see if he still has the pace. Mahlangu. Ramasikes cut inside. Bachelor doing well to harry him. I think they'll be relieved at getting that free kick. Referee's had a lot of work to do. He said he wanted to let the game flow. But really after that it's up to the players. Clumsy fouls in this game, reducing periods of it really to something of a stop-start affair. Nguni, it's crafty from Kalakalani. Chiefs last line holds again. Bachelor, Williams, Lebisi. Chichwa, he's got Parnell to his left. Still Parnell, need to make an impact on this match. That's a great cross for Mark Williams. Knocked down for Bachelor. Great defending by Makop. Lovely football in attack. Good defending. And the fact that the linesman put his offside flag up is not going to spoil my appreciation of the build-up at least.
It was a great build-up. Bradley Canel did very well. But as we saw the assistant referee, let's take a look at that. Great chance for Chiefs.
Well, it really was a good cross to the back from Bradley Canel, offering something a little bit different down the left flank for Chiefs now. So both substitutes in small ways having an influence. Canel for Chiefs, Bapela initially for Sundowns, although he's drifted out of it now. Fumba, there's Bapela. Chukwu's ahead of him, still Bapela. Still Alex Bapela going. Goes down in a tangle. Looks for the corner. Not impressed at Trevor Christian's decision to award him a goal kick.
I think Alex feels that he was fouled in this instance.
Mark Bachelor on the flank. It's for Parnell. Bradley Parnell has certainly got involved in the game right from the start. From the moment he came on, he's really pushed hard at the right side of the Sundowns defence. That run producing a corner. Isaac Shai looks set to come on. looks like Augustine Makalakalani will come on when he gets a chance. Come off, rather. Makalakalani getting a bit of through there from the Chiefs side. Isaac Shah into the match. 10 minutes of the first 90 to go. Are we going to have extra time? The Chiefs change that with this corner. This is the man who's done much to defy them so far. Some great stops, John Klale. Doesn't clear that comfortably, and there it is, it's in the back of the net. And it's Thabo Mooki. John Klale's clearance was unconvincing. All Thabo Mooki had to do was stoop to head that home. The Chiefs fans are in raptures. The team in white have one hand at least on the Rothmans Cup. Trevor Christian trying to control celebrations on the pitch, but joy is unconfined up in the stands. And those supporters who spent hours preparing for this game the way their players have something to celebrate here.
Definitely a well taken corner, and Goalless handling of the ball not convincing, slipping out of his grasp, and Thabo Mooki taking full advantage of that to put Chiefs ahead, and this definitely a goal that the game needed. I'm sure it's going to liven up now, because we were experiencing a bit of a lull in the game, but Thabo Mooki has livened up the game with that excellent goal.
Well, of course, a cruel irony, John Klale has been in excellent form for most of this afternoon. One really does have to call that his mistake that allowed the ball to fall so neatly for Thabo Mooki. 8 minutes to go. Can Sundowns come back? Here's Chukwu battling forward. Chukwu, oh, he's equalized! He's equalized! 2 goals in 2 minutes, and Sundowns are back on level terms. And I can tell you, John Klale will certainly buy Raphael Chukwu a drink tonight. The celebrations were all on the other side of the pitch, but now it's the east side of the stand that is exploding with green and yellow banners. Raphael Chukwu, we talked about him as a danger man, a real quality goal line.
Unbelievable, as the slogan says. Look at how he shields the ball and gets his foot in to beat Brian Baloyi hands down. What an exciting final this is. Raphael Chukwu using his strength and putting the ball past Brian Baloyi to equalize for Sundowns.
Nigerian really a player of fantastic power. This is where Motong and others have kept him quiet this afternoon. But when it really mattered, Chukwu has come up with the goods. The goal drought for 80 minutes. It's starting to pour here at the FNB. 1-1 in the Rothmans Cup Final. Feutmba, held up by Toby. Play on, says the referee. The nerves must be jangling on both sides of the pitch. Libisi, scorer of the first, looking for Williams. Khumalo. A swerving ball in, looking for Mark Williams. Flags are up on the far side. So a moment divided by linesman Vincent Chulayo for everyone to catch their breath. Well, let's have a look at that again. Once again, one has to say Mark Williams somewhat unlucky at being flagged there. Just remember, the rule is, where is the man at the time when the ball was played? It looked as if Mark Williams was in an onside position. Play goes on. Touched on here for Ramasike. Mudau. Manages to keep it in play, does he? No. Uses the battle with a touchline. So a final that really has simmered rather than boiled, has really finally started producing steam. Linesman wants a word with Trevor Christian. Don't know what that's all about.
Also wondering, probably something said by the players, or is it the bench? Probably some concern. Let's see. It's Trevor Christian. Who is he going to have a word with? Sundowns bench.
Trevor Christian is talking to Ted Dimitri. Dan Masilela joining the conversation. A teammate suggests he'd do better to keep his views to himself. Well, I have to say that this is ludicrous. Trevor Christian has come over and is having a quiet word with Ted Dimitri. Sundowns manager Peter Petroulis leaps off the bench and begins screaming at him. I can't believe what purpose is served. The game is level.
He said we are swinging, huh? Just to justify for that blunder. How can he say we are swinging?
Well, Herman and Kuna, fourth official, comes across to try and quieten things down. We understand the passions involved in this game. It's hard not to feel sometimes that officials of clubs make these things more difficult for everyone. I wonder how many cup finals he sat through. I'm sure he's lost count. I don't know if you know, Kaizer Chiefs.
It's quite some time that they haven't had any silverware at the clubhouse, and I'm sure this one would be very welcome. He'd love to have it, as well as the prize money.
Because Chiefs' last trophy was in 1994. They've won 15 trophies since 1985. I don't know how many of those matches Tokyo Sequale watched. 15 trophies since 1985. We're not counting, of course, the charity spectacular. Tackle there by Jose Machaleko. Sundowns will have a free kick here. Machaleko has gone off. Gordon Nickerson, man who might have wished he was here this afternoon. His Manning Rangers team beaten by Chiefs to reach this decider. Sundowns playing with 10 but attacking. Now they must defend though. They don't have Jose Machaleko. Chiefs not capitalising on the man advantage though with that wayward pass. Henry McCobb. Fumba. Isaac Shai trying to get into the game. He joined late. That's a good ball to the back to pick up Papela. BC closes down the space quickly though. I'll say some of these Sundowns midfielders, when put under pressure, do tend to make some flustered passes. Dolezar. Thabo Mooki. Bachelor the target. Needs Machaleko to that header but can't get any power on or direction on goal. He's won a lot of aerial duels though, Mark Batchelor.
He is very strong on the air, and as well as when it comes to, he's a big man, and when it comes to shielding the ball again and running off the ball, he does excellently.
And our watchers, about a minute and a half to go to half-time, or to the final whistle I should say. There have been injuries. Fumba. Chukwu. Mudau stretching. Chiefs come away with it with Khumalo. Shai's tackle. Walloped into touch there by Temba Mbuni. Now, which of these two teams is going to go for broke in the dying minutes? Well, they're both thinking of extra time. Khumalo. Away from Ramasike. Chukwu holding it up well. Well, he has a lot of power, Rafael Chukwu. So difficult to shake off the ball.
He does hold himself very well. I mean, look at those people trying to, the players, but definitely Chiefs end up having the upper hand, but being penalised for that.
I suppose Chukwu will take it as a compliment that he was surrounded by 4 white shirts there. Certainly shown Chiefs what he can do by grabbing the equalizer. But picked them level after Thabang Lebisi had put Chiefs ahead. Dying minutes. Mark Williams. Fumba. Capella's made a good run. Once again, it's 3 yellow shirts against 5 in white. Daniel Mudau strays offside.
Definitely not a lot of options for Alex Bapela, as we saw. There's still not a lot of support. And that definitely offside, no question about it.
Trevor Christian blows his whistle. We've had 90 minutes of football, we've had 2 goals, we've had 1 apiece. The Rothmans Cup is still up for grabs here at FNB Stadium. Rafael Chukwu is the man who has taken us into extra time with his 82nd minute equalizer. And it was Thabang Lebisi who put Kaizer Chiefs ahead just a minute before that. That's Lebisi. Must have thought that this was going to be his afternoon. Now he knows he's got to fight for another 30 minutes to win the cup for his team. So Kaizer Chiefs won, Mamelodi Sundowns won. Let's go back to Martin Locke in the studio. Phil Williams. Thanks very much, Martin. It's the beginning of 30 minutes of extra time. Certainly plenty for the fans this afternoon. You heard Paul Dolezar saying that Chiefs are going to bring Thembinkosi Biela in for Mark Williams. Biela, big, powerful player. A more forward role for Doctor Khumalo, according to the Kaizer Chiefs boss. Both camps confident. We heard that from Augustine Makalakalani. First touch for Biela. So Chiefs with 2 big strikers, Mark Batchelor, Bradley Carnell wide. Good crosser of the ball. He's got 2 inviting targets. Here he comes with one on for Batchelor, headed just wide. Well, like extra time. Your thoughts about bringing Biela into this game?
I think he's going to complement Mark Batchelor very well. He's a strong holder of the ball, and he also runs very well off the ball. And I think that they will complement one another. Just the header this time, he's been winning those heading duels, but this one deserted him this time, and it could have made a big difference on the game.
Bradley Carnell looks capable of supplying the good crosses.
He has done that ever since he came in. We've seen him. I thought he was going to play in a more defensive role, but we've seen him opening up and doing those lovely crosses. And who knows what he could do with those crosses, as Banda is also going to execute one of them.
So Lebisi crossing from the right, overhit, but it lands for Carnell. Chiefs opening period of extra time, much the way they opened this match, stringing together passes, putting together attacks. Offside flag is up. Trevor Christian hasn't noticed it. Acknowledges his linesman now. It's Thembinkosi Biela. 3 goals so far in the league this season. Yet to strike in the Rothmans Cup. Wouldn't he want to open his account in that particular competition this afternoon? We just got a glimpse of Kenny Niemock, so Sundowns looking to bring in some strike power of their own. Mahlangu. Bapela. Trying to drift away on the right. Carnell follows him. Makes a good tackle, but concedes the first corner of extra time. Was struck from a corner late in the 90 minutes. Ryan Beloy wants it tight. It's away by Khumalo. Biela shows too much to Mudau, and Sundowns have it back. The Cop. long by Mudau. Masilela up. Stayed there, having gone forward for the corner. Ramasike. Masilela well watched and well tackled there by Mudau, his old Sundowns teammate. There's lots of links between these clubs. Screamer Shabalala, technical director of Chiefs, formerly a Sundowns coach. Achieved great success. Dimitri, of course, involved with Chiefs in the past. Ramasike hitting it too long. So players who've crossed between the two clubs. Ace Kuse was on the bench for Chiefs, was a Sundowns player. So too was Sizwe Moto, as we said earlier. So too was Mark Williams. The BC opening the account, appears to be limping. Let's see if he can run that off. Look up. Safety first sort of clearance. Players really must be tired both mentally and physically at this stage. Certainly ridden the seesaw of emotions. Chiefs thought they were up and home, R1 million richer. A minute later they found they had to fight again. Extra time. No decisive blow struck by either team. No signs yet of who will dominate. It's been quite tentative the opening 5 minutes.
One would have thought that either of the team would forge forward, but it looks like they're treading very carefully.
Today's dignitaries. Stuart Grove from Rothmans, Trevor Phillips alongside him. Mr. Mulifant from Safa. Deputy President Thabo Mooki. They were down on the pitch because they thought they had a cup to present. Seems they're going to have to wait. They'll have to wait till Wednesday night. Here comes Sundowns. Chukwu waits in the middle. Comfortable catch for Beloy. Bapella's cross. I thought that was Nguni's cross. Lebisi. Uchichwa. Ifakosha. Good ball from Milwaukee. Parnell is wide. Oh, that falls for Biela. Just a powerful left-footed shot. Sundowns defence just letting that fall for Biela. Is this going to be a very, very important substitution here from Chiefs? Biela looks full of desire to get into a game. He must have thought he was about to miss when the BC put Chiefs ahead. Now he's in the thick of extra time. Bachelor. Lale gets a better punch. Mampela gives it away. Carnell gives it away. Masilela. Now the passes begin to fall. Feutmba. Daniel Mudau storming up from the back. He's away from Luchichwa. Swings it in towards the back. Carnell clears it. So an important influence on this game so far, Bradley Carnell. Supplied a couple of good crosses. Certainly doing his share in defence. Ramasike. Bapela. Shy looking for the return from Fumba. Falls for him. Good tackle there by Kosha. That's his team a corner though. Sundowns will be looking to make this one count. Not really threatened on the set pieces apart from one bit early in the match from Joas Masilela. Daniel Mudau will deliver it. Sixth corner of the match for the Brazilians. Aloy stretches, gets, throws. Defence turned into attack. Here comes Lebisi. That's an excellent tackle by Ramasike. Pass not at the same standard. Looking for someone to make that run down to the right.
Eric, we haven't seen that brilliant play from him. He's just been in the middle of the road. But on his day, he could have had a lot of done a lot more than what we have seen him do this afternoon in this Rothmans Cup game. And it's very tight for both teams. All the players, nobody wants to make a mistake in extra time. because it's touch and go.
So Meg's taking over a little bit, as Aikatla says. This is where Motong tangling there with Page Maflangu. He has had an eventful match. This is where Motong, on very timely interception to thwart Rafael Chukwu, just when it really counted, the Nigerian getting the better of him to provide that 82nd minute equalizer that has plunged us into extra time. Midway through the first period of extra time. Chukwu shows too much. The clearance finds Khumalo. That's another great ball looking for Lebisi. Ramasike at full stretch. Lebisi. Well, it happens. To put a move on Ramasike there. Fumba. Just stab it through there for Chukwu. Pela. It's the better of Cornell. Now, Makoleko. Lapela. Makoleko has continued his run. Trying to set Chukwu up. Lapela. Hit deep. Well, that was a testing cross. Isaac Shai was looking to get on the end of that. Isaac Beloy at full stretch.
It was a great effort on the side of Sundowns. Brian Baloy did very well. He's been keeping very busy in the extra time. I think he came out close to the angle, and that didn't give Sundowns a lot of options.
Milwaukee. Bachelor and Biela wait. Two nice big targets. Milwaukee trying to dance his way through. Danga Mudau. Now, suddenly Sundowns have the numbers. 5 against 5. Mudau takes on Toby. Balls for Maflangu. Long range effort. Beloy happy to watch that go wide. It really was a rare moment where Sundowns seemed to have got the numbers forward. Maflangu looking to score his second goal in this competition. Veteran, as we see here, shooting wide. Roy looked comfortable enough covering that. Makoleko. Fumba. Chukwu. Sizwe Motong over to challenge. Makes the tackle. Rapela. Fumba. Goes down on the edge of the area. They answers Trevor Christian. Doctor Khumalo. He makes the tackle on him. Closing minutes of the first period of extra time then.
And the game has slowed down a little bit. The fire that we saw, the pace that we saw towards the end of the 90 minutes. It has died off, and there's a substitution. Eric Ramasike has been pulled off, and Michael Shatta has been introduced on the Sundown side.
The day's most dramatic hairstyle, Michael Shatta. Can he make a dramatic impact on this game? We'll have to defend first. Milwaukee and Lebisi combining. Khumalo. Muchichwa. Away from Bapela. Still Muchichwa. Now Cornell. Biela. Lebisi clearly offside there. Promising build-up, leading nowhere.
Those crosses from Cornell have always been dangerous. He has those pinpoint crosses, just a flick on, but definitely an offside.
So both linesmen today, crucial decisions to make. Toby, just hoofing it forward. Isaac Shai. Mudau has Michael Shata making a little burst. Still Shata. It's a superb tackle there by Lifat Kosha. Trying desperately to keep it in, but conceding the corner. And the veteran certainly making a timely tackle there. 29 years old, Lifat Kosha had his cup glory in 1993 at Coca-Cola Cup with his medal with Umtata Bucks. Certainly looking to add to that total here with Kaizer Chiefs this afternoon. Daniel Mudau seems to be taking the corners from both sides. Swung deep. Too deep for Makaleko. The free kick will go Kaizer Chiefs' way. Approaching the 15-minute mark in extra time. Not too many really bad fouls in this game. Just adding to their total of fouls committed there. Sundowns with an opportunity to do something from set pieces that they haven't made the most of. Drop back now for Feutmba, left-footed drive. Powerful strike, way off target. We've seen him come into the game more in the latter part of the match.
He has come back more. The attention that was on him, from Lani, has been taken out. And Lifa has also been assigned, I'm sure, somewhere. But he's getting to touch the ball a lot more this time. And one hopes that that will inspire the Sundowns side.
So the first half comes to an end. How do you see the first period? Honest even?
I think it was even, given that they are very cautious, both players. Nobody wants to make a mistake in this crucial time.
Players wasting no time, there's no break when extra time is played. Both benches will frantically try to get messages down onto the pitch. Sundowns players just drifting over to the bench until the Christian is telling them they've got to change and get playing. Scorer of the first goal, Thabo Mooki, celebrated in style. He had roughly 1 minute to enjoy it before this man popped up, wrapped in an equalizer for Sundowns. Extremely well taken goal by Rafael Chuku. So 1-1 it is. I spoke about him as a potential match winner. Chuku had to play match saver. And Thabo Mooki strike before Sundowns could even think about winning this game. The Rothmans Cup is still up for grabs. It's going to be won on Saturday. It's going to have to be won in the next 15 minutes. Final quarter hour then. Muchichwa. BC with a little burst. Finds Biela. He's shown he's willing to do all sorts of running off the ball, offering targets for his teammates. Well, we'll see what wins out. Nerves, or the desperate desire to become the first winners of this trophy. Goal, of course, would set the cat amongst the pigeons. Khumalo battling with Mudau, unfairly. I wonder why Doctor Khumalo kicked the ball away there. There's the free kick. That's a wild, clumsy challenge by Daniel Mudau, which is why the referee blew his whistle. Turn to the middle by Mabaleng's Brian Mulder, who's as keen as anyone to see the game get going. Good ball, Brian. Neil Toby posting it high. Biela leaps. Makaleko leaps higher. This is a burst by Shata, who's looked full of running. Parnell makes the tackle. Shata looks to have real pace down that right flank. Sundowns are going to get the ball to him as much as possible. And if Paul Dolezar has a plan to deal with him, once Martin Zwane in the game, Zwane will have to wait. Mudau tries to set something up for Sundowns. Shata. Now his shadow. Khumalo. Slips as he was delivering that. Chiefs will get it away. Sundowns win it back. Mudau. Slipped wide for Shai. Little dart inside. Isaac Shai, left-footed shot. Oh, it's off the post. It was a glorious effort by Isaac Shai. Only the frame of the goal denying him the lead, and Baloy must defend again. So Sundowns, in a matter of 30 seconds, twice the goal that would put them in the lead just snatched away. Won by a great save from Brian Baloy. The first, this effort from Isaac Shai.
That certainly gave Chiefs some anxious moments. As the second effort again, he did very well to come back and concentrate on saving that ball, and I think he hurt himself in the process.
Well, interestingly enough, Chiefs want to make a substitution. I think they might want to wait before they do. Well, Thabo Mooki is coming out, Martin Zwane is coming in. Mooki has played his part. 8 minutes ago, he had the ball in the back of the net. He must have seen him made his name in lights as the match winner. Now he must leave it to the 11 men on the pitch to finish what he started. Shata. Hit again. Oh, that's again just wide. So Michael Shata is making quite an impact on this game.
He definitely is making an impact in the game. He has played a very crucial role in creating opportunities for Sundowns. And I think that the reason why Thabang has been replaced is that he's carrying an injury. We saw him limping during the first half of extra time, and I think that's the reason why he was substituted.
Biela just working himself into space to fire in that shot. Biela, the second of Chief substitutes. Must have been a flutter of concern. Just have a look at Biela here, creating space well.
There wasn't enough support for Biela in this instance, and he decided to take the one option, and that was to shoot for goal.
Khumalo. Isaac Shai was in trouble from that wide position. Toby, the little stop clearance. Sundowns will have another free kick, another test of Kaizer Chiefs' aerial defence. So there was a moment of concern there for Chiefs because they had to bring Lubisi off, as Ike Putler was pointing out. He was carrying an injury, but Brian Baloy had stayed down. Baloy must save again here. And the shot from Shai was wide. Dimitri just showing with that little gesture how close he thought it had come. What do you think of Shai's impact on the game since he came in?
Quality crosses from the flank. He's been very effective from the flank, and I think he's made a lot of difference on the Sundown side, and as well as onto the attacking. The Chiefs' danger area has been under siege from Sundowns, and we haven't seen as much movement on the side of Kaizer Chiefs. You know, in the first 90 minutes of the game, we saw them moving as a unit, but now we're not seeing that. They're getting to defend a little bit more.
Having the better of the second period of extra time, I think. 10 minutes to play. Is the Rothmans Cup going to have to go back into its box for another 4 days? There's one team here with the will, the means, the spark and the flair to win it. Maybe a little bit of luck too. Isaac Shai is in the post, showing that you need that as well. Use their full complement of substitutes. So these are the 22 men who are going to finish this game. Pressure is looking to be in serious pain. The free kick though has gone against him. Let's just have a look at that again.
He must have hurt himself in that frantically trying to get to the ball. I think he hurt himself.
Well, let's hope it's nothing more than cramp. Sometimes when players have been running for as long as these men have, sudden twist to the leg can bring on cramp. Chiefs will be anxious to get Kosha back on the pitch. Use their full complement of substitutes. They want to finish the last 10 minutes with 10 men. Sundowns. And a string of free kicks from these flank positions. Kosha. Anxious to get back onto the pitch. Booney to deliver. It's drilled in low for Chukwu. Something of a surprise there. I think they were expecting the high ball.
This piece, I think, has been given some attention. That's Lifa Kosha. And as you pointed out, looks like a problem with the cramp, or maybe he might have kicked the ground instead of kicking the ball.
Khumalo gets Khumalo away. Offers him an option on the left. Oh, Bachelor's made a great run to the right though. He'll be looking for support behind him. Gets it from Milwaukee. Yellow waits in the middle. Lale comes, doesn't get it. Oh, that was dangerous there for Sundowns. The keeper came, the keeper didn't collect. For a moment the goal seemed to yawn for Temba Nkosi Biela. He was under very, very close attention though from Temba Mbuni.
And I'm sure if it was in the first 90 minutes, Kala would certainly have been punished for moving out of his position.
So risky goalkeeping. Biela fails to make it punishable. Chiefs wait for Kosha to come back. He's on his feet. The referee, of course, needs to see that he needs to come in, and there he is now, Kosha. Chiefs back to full strength. 11 men apiece, 1 goal apiece. All square in the Rothmans Cup. Shate is the target. Step to get away from Mamel. Mamel's ball forward. Falls for Biela. Shai working it with Cop, who's got a winning effort in these remaining 5 minutes. He'll come back on Wednesday night to do it again if no one scores the winner. Khumalo, Bachelor, Cop's clearance. Chiefs keeps the pressure on. Shot lined up, drilled in by Martin Zwane, who's trying to make an impact on this match, coming in as a late substitute. Good spell of possession for Chiefs. Really gets it away. And as far as Machichwa, Zimbabwean, the left-footed shot struck on the bounce. Well, it stood up invitingly. It's an ambitious effort. We talk about everything being almost dead even. Same in the ball possession count as well. Khumalo, Muchitra, given away. Fumba steps away from Toby. Looks for the free kick, doesn't get it. Boys clearance, battle for by Shai and Milwaukee. 1-1, a fair reflection of what we've seen.
I think that both teams are trying desperately to try and grab a winner, or either the players will be satisfied to come back again and try to win the cup on Wednesday.
Well, I don't know what thoughts our national coach will have on the subject. He's got a squad to prepare for a match against Brazil. Maybe it won't be necessary. Carnell running into Khumalo's through ball. Tlale quickly, confidently, competently off his line. Carnell presenting an inviting target there. Tlale doing well to thwart him. Down at the other end, Shata is free. Fumba waits, Chukwu waits. Baloy comes. Chiefs defense holds firm. Shata for the first time is giving Sundowns that pace on the counter-attack. What Mike Butler was wondering about earlier in the game. And Baloy knows his goal will not be safe until the final whistle is blown. Faces on the bench say it all. Gooney's throw. Once again a flag goes up. Once again, linesmen are calling for a foul throw. So Michael, who came up for that throw, will have to hustle his way back. So the strong game in the heart of the Sundowns defence. Certainly had plenty to do in the first half in particular. Khumalo tangles with Mudau. These two fought a little duel much of the latter part of this match after Mudau was pulled back further into midfield. My watch, 2 minutes to go to half time, 2 minutes to go to full time. So it's been a long afternoon, nearly 2 hours of football. Butler gives me a little understanding smile. Sundowns just edging their way upfield in the dying moments of this Rothmans Cup Final. A couple of fans heading for the exits. Those people staying absolutely put. Gooney. All the room he can find for this long throw. Looking to trouble Brian Baloy. Gooney will need to find out what it is about his throws that are displeasing the linesman. It's 2 in a row. Ball given away to the opposition. Sirens blaring out of the crowd. Rapela, surely being held up by Zwane there, ref playing advantage though. Chukwu on the burst, still the Nigerian. Well, the run was powerful, the shot was tame. The Chiefs breathe a sigh of relief. Look to spur weary legs upfield for one last effort. Surely no more than a minute remaining. If indeed that, Buchichwa maintaining possession. Are we going to have last second drama in the Rothmans Cup? Sundowns. Chukwu's up front, but he's hardly a moving target. Shata versus Carnell. The Chiefs man wins it. Brian Baloy gives it the last whack with the left foot. It's 1-1. The end of the Rothmans Cup Final. We come back on Wednesday night to do it all again. Well, did the game live up to your expectations, Ike?
The extra time really wasn't giving us a lot of action. I think from the fact that both teams were very cautious, nobody wanted to commit a mistake. But definitely an enjoyable final, and we're going to do it again. That's on Wednesday as we hand back to the studio.
Coach, you have to come back on Wednesday, do it all again.
Yeah, we play the same game. Today, 7 minutes to go. 1-0 is for Kaizer Chiefs. You must close, and the 1 million he go to Kaizer Chiefs. But did I say the mentality from player from overseas? He must understand what is here the soccer and what is there.
But Sundowns played very well in this extra time.
Yeah, no, Sundowns, I say, is big team. The two big team he played today, and Sundowns win of Kaizer Chiefs, he win. That is the game.
Ted?
Yeah, I feel quite unfortunate that I have to complain again. There was an imaginary corner kick. I mean, the whole stadium saw it. It was a gift goal to Kaizer Chiefs. There is no question about we did play very well. I think we deserve to win before the extra time. Nevertheless, there is another chance on the 3rd of December. We take it from there.
You had two golden opportunities in the southern end.
Yes, it's true. We are still limping on a striking position. We are playing with one striker. Hopefully by Wednesday we'll get somebody else that is going to help us.
Good luck to both of you guys.
Thank you.
But it looks